To your top. To your top. To your top. Bouncing, baby. Bouncing, baby.
Hey guys, it's Tia, and who am I here with today?
Bugz, Gutta, the leader of the pack.
So how you feeling today?
I'm good. And how are you, beautiful?
I'm feeling great. I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. You know, we talked a few weeks ago and we were supposed to be sitting down, but things didn't happen, so yeah.
Yeah, so now we're here. But listen, so you're a host, you're an artist, you're an audio producer, you wear many hats. So what do you feel like is like your main thing that you really want to like showcase to the world?
It's not one main thing. I just
Okay.
want to showcase me and it's not even really about me. I just want to do everything that I do so that other people can feel like they can do it too.
Okay. So as far as what? What's one thing? Okay, music.
Music is my passion. Like that's something that's been, you know, that's been a part of me since I was young.
Right.
Yeah, so it would definitely be music out of everything.
Okay. So do you remember like that one time, like that first time where you were just like, this music, this is what I'm gonna do with my life?
I was locked up and it was just something like, 'cause I always wrote poetry.
Okay.
So when I got locked up, I said my partner he was a rapper, a battle rapper in there, and I wrote my first rap, and then I kept on rapping in there, and the way it made me feel, the way I was able to express myself, I definitely then knew that I wanted to, music is what I wanted to do, rapping.
Okay. So you just released new music. So tell the world about this new art that you just released.
Well, Rapapa is a Spanish track that I got a feature artist on named Salvi the Body.
Okay.
He's this dope, Evo Latin trap type of artist. Really dope guy. He's staying in the Bronx. And Galore is a drill track. It's just real vibey, you know. Going out, getting ready, being with your friends, feeling yourself before you go out to the club, or even being in the club and feeling yourself, and everybody would, we look good, smell good, shit like that.
Okay, so you said trap and then you said a drill.
Mm-hmm.
So those two like genres, when did you realize that like that's the direction you wanted to go towards?
I always like to do stuff different.
Okay.
And challenge myself, and I've never done a Spanish track, but I've always wanted to.
Okay.
And drill was something that it's rising up, and in the LGBT community, I haven't heard nobody do a drill record.
Okay.
So it was like, why not? Because I'm hip hop, I live in Brooklyn.
Yes.
It's a Brooklyn drill beat, so why not do it?
Okay. So you do have some upcoming performances. So where can people see you perform this new music?
Monday I will be at OTA, Friday at Boxers, Saturday at Dick Appointment, and then there's a few more other dates that I don't really remember yet, but yeah, I'll post them later.
Yes, I'm so excited. So what are you trying to give when you're on stage?
Just regular me, cocky, smooth, hip hop. Like, I'm not with all the antics, I just be me. I like to just connect with the audience and I'm just me.
Right. And then are you working on like any visuals?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I have visualizers for the tracks, but I am working on music videos for both for Galore and Rapapa. They're in the works, so definitely will be seeing that.
Okay. So you're one of the heads of like Pink Gorilla. So tell me about how that got started.
well, prior to Pink Gorilla Entertainment, I was a part of a collective, a label called Man Made Productions, and they wanted to end it because they wanted to lean more into community work, nonprofit sector, and things like that. And I didn't really understand because it's like, what about me? I want to do music, so I actually wanted to take over that, but they was like, no, we're just gonna end it. So that same night, I was just like, okay, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I know I'm not gonna just sit around and just figure it out and wait for anything. So I asked Chad, I was like, do you think I should start Pink Gorilla Entertainment? And he was like, yeah. And then I called Tia, and I was like, what up, Beth? We're gonna do Pink Gorilla Entertainment. She was like, yeah, and I filed all the paperwork that night.
Wow. Okay. So as like a business owner, person that owns like an entity, what advice can you give other people that are like looking to do something similar?
Just do your research and make sure that it's something that you really, really want to do, because you don't want to waste your time and you don't want to waste nobody else's time. And just make sure everything gets squared away, all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted with paperwork and things like that. And just be motivated and patient. That's a big thing, because a lot of people feel, especially you have to be patient in music, because you can be doing this for years and never make any money. So it's like, you gotta be patient. And so with a label, an indie label, it takes money, it takes time and energy, and you just gotta know that it's what you want to do.
Right.
And I'm passionate about helping creators and pushing them. And so by me being passionate about helping people and also being passionate about music, I just felt like it's only right for me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you found that thing that just like pushes you to help others, and then like what you like doing at the same time. So what sets Pink Gorilla label, the Pink Gorilla Entertainment, apart from every other label out there?
For one, we Black, gay, and trans, and that's all it is. It's ran by Black, gay men and a trans woman. And like, that's one of the biggest things. And in our community, it hasn't been done. And like in the LGBT community, this was like, we consider ourselves like the first family.
Okay.
Especially being urban, it hasn't been done. You have cliques and people who like together, and teams and stuff, but like as a whole, real entity of business and a label with charting artists and things like that hasn't been done yet. So us being who we are, gay and true to ourselves, that's what sets us apart.
Okay. So as being like, are you pausing it? Oh, okay. As being like a leader in your community, and you are able to like see all of these different artists perform, do you notice like a trend that's like happening in the music scene within the community?
I think it's two things that I see a lot of people just like cling to, and that's sounding like female rappers.
Okay.
A lot of like people in my community, they all want to sound like Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion, and then so many people want to incorporate ballroom.
Okay.
And sometimes it's irritating for me, especially the ballroom part.
Yeah.
Because it's like, girl, you never even been to a ballroom. You don't know what it's about, but yet you want to add it into your show, or you want to add it into your music, and it's like, okay, we get it, but nah.
Right.
It's cool now, so it's like everybody want to be a part of it and benefit from it. So that can be irritating.
Okay, so do you have like a message for them, for the people that sound like the Nicki Minaj's and the Megan Thee Stallions?
Like, just be yourself. Like, find out who the fuck you are and love yourself. Because you're not that person, and you don't want every time somebody hear you to say, oh, you sound like this person, or you sound like this person. Like, have your own identity. That's very, very, very important. Like, most of the most successful people have their own identity, and they don't sound like nobody else.
Okay.
They are different, and so I think that's really, really important.
Okay, so can we tap into like the ballroom scene? So where is like your, I guess like where are you in all of that right now?
I'm an icon in the ballroom scene. I've been in the scene for some years.
And what does being an icon mean?
An icon means I am basically solidified in the scene. I'm legendary for a category, and I've given back. I'm helping. I've produced more talent and new talent in the community. So they deem me. They seen it, and
Okay. So what is like your category that you're known for?
I am the first legend for drag's performance.
Oh, okay. So tell me about that. I didn't know that.
I know. I know.
So first tell me about like that category specifically. Like what does it entail? What are like the requirements?
Drag's performance is initially between up in drags. That's a gay boy who gets in drag.
Okay.
And Bugz. So that's basically, you just have to not be a femme queen, which is a transgender woman.
Okay.
You have to be a gay male or a man that gets in drag.
Okay.
So that's the requirement.
Okay.
The only requirement.
Okay, only requirement. Okay.
But yeah, I'm the first deemed legend for drag's performance. I say deemed legend because it is someone who was before me who passed away. Rest in peace, Will Revlon, Wilhelmina, and she was never deemed legend, but he's legend.
Okay.
So I respect him by saying I'm the first deemed legend, but he's the first legend.
Okay.
But I'm the first legend, so correct.
So Bugz, Gutta, can you tell me about the Response talk show?
The Response is a show that's executive produced by my nephew Brendan Ortiz. I like to say it's a mash of The Real, The View, and State of Culture.
Okay.
We tackle a lot of different topics, from conversion therapy to having conversations with parents of LGBT people, people in the community. It's dope. Like, my best friend Tia is a part of it also. She's bringing the gossip and the trending topics. My other co-host is Brendan and Miss D. Everybody's favorite auntie, uncle. It's dope. It's dope. I think people are gonna like it. It's informative. It's entertaining. It's everything that is needed in a good talk show. So.
Right. So what was like your like moment where you realized like, did you feel like comfortable being in front of that camera?
No. I'm actually never comfortable in front of a camera unless I'm doing music.
Okay.
So I was drunk. I drunk every time we
Okay.
I wasn't drunk, but I would drink wine every time before I
to get feeling right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's something that I learned about myself. It relaxes me. Wine does.
Wine.
So I like to drink something before I do interviews or stuff like that.
Yeah, wind down. Okay.
Yeah.
So with the show, were there any like episodes that like really were close to home?
It was the episode, the conversion therapy episode was, I think that was a really, really good one. Because we spoke about, like, conversion therapy isn't something that's really, really big in, like, our community, like, in the Black community.
Okay.
In the sense of what we know conversion therapy to be. So, but if you're black and gay, you've experienced conversion therapy. It may not didn't work, and I say that in the sense of your family do it. Stop moving like that. Stop talking like that. Go out there and play football. But that's a form of conversion therapy, because they're trying to convert you to be something different than what you are. So it was like we talked about that and how similar it is to going to a conversion therapy camp. So it's like even that, white people have that, but just naturally we have it different. We like a lot of, white gays don't experience the same thing growing up as black gays, because it's looked at different, and it's treated different. You know what I'm saying? Even women, it's treated different for a lesbian young girl, a masculine young girl, or you can be a tomboy at a young age, and that's okay. But you can't be a tom girl.
Right.
That's not. You can't be what they call it, a sissy or a fairy or whatever you want to call it. That was never okay. So yeah, that was a good episode.
Okay, well, let's get back into the music. So what are you most excited about, like, within, like, this next year with music?
Just being back out there in the playing field, with my peers and making music, performing, interviews, and I'm looking forward to my artists coming back. This is Tia Carter is going to be dropping her first project soon, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And you're a part of it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on it.
Oh, you're not on it?
No, Tia actually, she has no features.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's really good. It's really, really good. The songs we had together, we decided to use it for something else.
Right.
But yeah, it's good. I'm excited for that, because that was our first artist besides me. And so the journey of watching her get into her shit and develop her journey in music, I'm excited to see that. And Rico's dropping his first project. His first project on that he created with Pink Gorilla Entertainment. But his first project was already done, but it was released to us.
Right.
Yeah, and just finding new artists.
Yeah, so tell me, when you're looking and scouting for new artists, what are you exactly looking for?
I'm looking for authenticity, for one. You have to be true to yourself. Like, if I see I don't want to work with an artist that is following the trends. Like, I look for somebody who is doing their own thing and they're not worried about what nobody else is doing. Like, that's the first thing that I look for, because I'm not with all of that.
Right.
And then a good work ethic. Like, I look at what you're doing without us. Like, what are you putting into yourself? How are you investing into yourself? What are you doing for yourself without having the resources that you probably need? Because a lot of artists will sit there, they'll make a song, they'll put the song out, and they will just sit there and I have a song out. And then they complain, oh, I need money to do this and money to do that. But then you can have an artist who's like, okay, you know what? I don't have no money, but I'm gonna download PixArt, and I'm gonna create this and post this and add my music to it. And it may not be the best quality, but they're doing it. They're finding ways to get their stuff out there. I love that, because everybody don't have it. And, that's what I did. Like, I was out here. I used to make my own cover arts, and I stayed on YouTube finding out how to do different stuff, because I didn't have the resources. I didn't know. Like, even when I moved up here to New York, I had to find my own studios and stuff, because the rappers, I was asking people for studios, they wouldn't tell me. And shit like that. So I was on Craigslist finding studios in people's basements and shit, like, because I wanted to put music out.
Right.
So it's like, if you create, it doesn't take money to create and do what you have to do. So if an artist is out there doing it, I will, and that's dope, I wouldn't mind working.
Okay, so you said earlier that you're from Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but now you're in New York. How long you been in New York?
I've been in New York 7 years now.
Okay. So what sets New York City apart from like all the other places that you've been?
There's no place like New York. Like when they say the concrete jungle is near the silence, it's definitely the concrete jungle here in New York. But I love it. I love the culture. Excuse me. I love the culture. I love the opportunities that New York has. Like a person that's in New York shouldn't to say they can't find a job. You're lazy because it's under the table jobs. It's and a person, a creative here who isn't. You can thrive and like no other place in New York. Like it's always something going on. You can get out there and you can be seen. You can go to the subway and sing or rap and get fans and stuff. You can't do that shit nowhere else. They're gonna arrest you. What are you doing out here? Get out of here.
Right.
So I love New York for the opportunities and the exposure that it can bring.
Okay, so yeah, if y'all are creative and you want to come to New York, it's the place to be.
The place to be.
Okay, so what is your connection with music and drugs?
I don't I rap about weed.
Okay.
I've never been I've done all drugs.
Okay.
Crystal meth, coke, e-pills, everything. But I think back in the day, I would rap about when I was doing the drugs. I rapped about it.
Okay.
But I don't rap about any drugs now, but weed. And that's how I might rap about crystal meth. Like, it would be about me, my experience with it.
Okay.
Versus like, oh, I'm doing that. I would never do that. But back in the day, I talked about e-pills because I was popular.
Okay.
But I never rapped about coke or anything. Yeah, drugs never been a big part of my lyrical.
Okay. So do you like use drugs or weed to like get into that like creative mind to make music?
No, cause no.
Okay.
I don't. Not to write it.
Oh, not to write.
Not to write it. I don't have to be high to write the music or really get into the music.
Okay.
But to record it, I like to be. I definitely want to be smoking. I don't want to be drinking though, but I definitely want to smoke.
Okay.
I want to be high in the studio.
Yes. Okay. And then I saw on your Instagram not too long ago about like do you have like a track with Kevin?
Yeah, he's on the remix.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I had the first single from my last project I put out last year, Leader of the Pack, was Real Talk with Tia Carr, my best friend, and Kevin's on the remix of the song.
Okay. Yeah. And so like how does it make the song different?
Cause the song, he added this more dancey. Like the beat itself is very dancey. Okay. But me being me, I'm so like hard. So it's like, but when Kevin came, it just added another dimension to it. And I kept on saying, I want to do a remix. And I was thinking about other rappers and stuff, and I was just like, it don't need no other like rapper that's gonna take away from the song. I need to add something to the song. So I was like, you know what, Kevin. Okay. And then Kevin, what made me say Kevin is he was at OTA. And when I came in, he was like, say it to my face, motherfucker. He just kept saying it. He was like, I love that song. Right. So then I was like, you know what? Let me put him on the remix.
Okay. I love that. So when I was listening to your music today, actually, I noticed that like you like to like growl. Okay. So could you like show me how you do it? Like like, no pressure, but like, I want to know like where it comes from. Is it like in the throat? Is it down here?
It's
Like,
just the gorilla in me, like,
okay.
like that's what it is.
Okay.
Like, I really can't say where that comes from,
Yeah.
but it's just, and it didn't used to be a part of me, like my music, but I think when I started, when we got Pink Gorilla Entertainment, my whole artistry kind of like changed.
Okay.
But I think that happened when I started finding myself more, because prior to that, I only had one single, and that was like a sexy love type of song.
Mm-hmm.
But prior to that, it was all like freestyles and off of industry beats and just like I was underground.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So with the song that just came out, Galore,
Mm-hmm.
you name dropped Marquise Foster.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that? Like,
I love Marquise Foster. He's part of my community, and my last project, my promo and my actual cover art, the mask that I have on, he created that. He made that, and I used him for some more promo looks.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I just love him as a designer. He's dope. And so while I was writing the song, it just flowed with it. I was thinking of a word to rhyme with. I forgot what it was I said, but it just came, and and I'm always like that type. Like, I love to, it's exposure.
Right.
Like, and if I could, other people talk about Versace and Gucci and stuff, I don't give a fuck about none of them people. And they don't need me to say their name,
Mm-hmm.
because they're big. So why not say something about somebody who's from my community, where other people can say, oh, if they don't know who Marquise Foster is, they can be like, oh, who is Marquise Foster? And find out who Marquise Foster
Right.
is. And then buy something from Marquise Foster.
Yes. So are there any other designers that like you would like to highlight when you're making like these visuals?
Akaika, I've name dropped Akaika. Lambda Baca is not a designer, but it's
Yeah.
a LGBT owned vodka company, and they have a club and stuff. I name dropped them. And I'm gonna continue to name drop people, because why not?
Yeah. Because you're for the community.
Yeah, I'm for the community.
Yeah.
Like, I don't name drop nothing straight. Like, and I'm not gonna talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just pushing your people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, are there any songs that you regret releasing? I guess there is.
Yes. A lot of the features. No shade.
Okay.
Um,
On your part, like.
no, on theirs.
Oh, okay.
Like, some of the features that I did, I wish I didn't do. A few of my songs, like, I love my first project, like, because it's me, it was for me, but I wish I didn't release all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's done, because I think certain songs didn't get the light that it should have got, and it was so long. I think it was like 11 songs on this project.
Okay.
And so certain songs got overlooked, and I wish I didn't release them. And then I could also re-release them though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with your recent song with Salvi the Body,
Mm-hmm.
I heard you rapping in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that happen?
It was a Spanish track,
Okay.
so it was just only right that I felt like for me to do, because I always wanted to do a Spanish track, and I don't know no Spanish at all.
Okay.
So when we was creating it, I was like, look, I need something to say in Spanish, so I started writing something, and I wanted him to translate it, but then he was telling me how going from English to Spanish may not, like what I want to say in English may not rhyme in Spanish trying to say it. So he just he gave me what to say and taught me how to say it.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, so do you remember that translation?
What it means?
Yeah.
It means, give me that milk, give me that dick, give me that ass, because you know I like that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, the song is really, 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 it's nasty, but it's dope. It's really, really dope. And it's not nasty in the sense of really listening to it. It's like, but it's, it ain't no difference than what's out here. But it's a dope track. Mm-hmm. Really dope. I like it.
I like it too. Okay, so.
Wait, one second.
Yes. What's up?
I have to hit something.
Anything else you want me to cover?
No, just do your thing. This interview is great and shit, so.
So you mentioned that you like to drink wine. Do you like to drink any other like types of alcohol?
I like Hennessy.
Okay.
I like gin. My favorite drink is gin and orange juice. Gin and juice.
Okay. Yeah, because in one of your songs you said something about Bacardi. You not a fan of Bacardi, or are you a fan?
I mean, I drink it if they have it.
Brown or white?
White.
Oh, you do? Oh.
Yeah. Only dark liquor I really drink is Hennessy.
Oh, I can't.
You can't.
No.
You like Douce?
No.
Yeah, they say Douce go straight to the pussy.
Really?
It gets you. It gets you right.
Wow. Okay. So what is on your bucket list for this year?
I want to host my own like music show.
Music show.
Yeah. Like a countdown or like a video soul 106 and Park type of thing.
Okay.
I want to do something like that. I've actually been talking to someone, and we have a meeting next week, so hopefully. Yeah, so. And I want to produce. I have this series of short stories that I've had for about 4 years now. It's like 6 short stories, and they're like telling stories. Like one is about crystal meth, one is about a trans girl who lives in a project building, and she meets a trans woman, and they're all kind of graphic, and it's telling like short stories of my community, because we go through the same shit that straight people go through, like the same scenarios. Like it's no fucking difference. It's just we're gay and we're trans. So and they have all of their stories out there, their urban stories and stuff like that. And I just want to do, they're all silent stories. So
okay.
They're like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and it's just silent stories. And I really want to put that out.
That's interesting. Why do you want it to be silent?
I just think you get more out of it.
Okay.
I think silent stories and silent movies, you can get so much more out of it because it makes you think.
Right.
It makes you you take it in more, because it's like you have to use more to get it. So yeah. So
when was the last silent movie you watched?
I be on YouTube a lot.
Really?
So I watch silent short films and stuff on YouTube. I be trying to get Chad to watch it with me.
Okay.
But yeah, I watch a lot of stuff like that on YouTube.
Okay. So you just brought up Chad.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are in a relationship, y'all married.
Mm-hmm.
So what advice can you give to men in the community that are like seeing y'all as like, they're like worshiping y'all's relationship because you guys seems like y'all have a good partnership.
Yeah.
So what advice can you give to people?
I've learned that no matter what you have thought about relationships, every relationship is different. And Chad has taught me a lot about myself. He's helped me to learn a lot about myself. So basically be open to learning from your partner.
Mm-hmm.
because you just never know. And there's so many people be in relationships and it's like, you're not by yourself. You're with somebody, so you have to learn to communicate with that person. You have to learn how to love that person, because loving somebody prior to that or communicating with somebody else is not always the same with your partner. And it's just things, and just be you. Your relationship is your relationship. The rules that you make in your relationship are the only rules that matter. And that's it. And if you can do that with your partner and not try to base your relationship off of previous relationships or the other relationships that you see, like, because this whole question for me,
right?
I don't know why it makes me feel the way I feel, because it weirds me out that people really look at our relationship the way they do, because it'd be like, you're not us. You can't be like us, because this is our relationship. And it kind of weirds me out. I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it and understand it, because it's rare in our community. Like, we've been together for a long time, and we're both creators. We're both good looking, and we're positive, and we're productive, and we're just out here. And you know, we don't see that a lot. Mm-hmm. So I get why people be like, oh. But when I hear it, I hear it a lot. Like, people come into my inbox like, oh, I want me and my man to be. And no, you don't. Because you're not us.
Right.
Like.
Okay. At least you're honest about it. Yeah. So stop asking him.
And I don't like to say that, because I don't like to. My relationship is so sacred, like, right, for me. And so I'm a lot older, and I've been through a lot, and I never thought I would have the person. Like, the way we connect, the way we get on each other's nerves, but the connection and the passion and the way he loves me and the way I love him, and I never thought I would have this. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like a fairy tale for real. So for me, my relationship is like, if I could lose everything in this world, any and everything else, and I don't want to lose that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you
for sharing with me something so sacred.
Yeah.
And I also want to thank you again for just sharing your story. And I'm excited to just like watch your journey.
Thank you. I'm excited to continue my journey.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out here. I'm back out here.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I tried. I really tried. Okay.
You'll get it.
We'll work on it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Mwah.
And download and stream Rapapa and Galore is out everywhere. Get that shit.
Bye.